How can you not be romantic about baseball? I mean, come on. For the World Baseball Classic to end in that way, I just had to talk about it. That's unbelievable. 3-2 ball game. Bottom of the ninth. 3-2 count between the two best players of their generation. On one side, you got Shohei Ohtani, the hero who has come back to Japan to deliver a championship, versus Mike Trout, Captain America himself. The guy we have known to be the greatest player I personally have ever watched play baseball. And a lot of people can say that too. And for it to come down to the two teammates to be the last at bat of the World Baseball Classic, Trout, he's spitting on the splitter. A fastball 100 just outside, spits on it. Takes two fastballs down the middle, cannot catch up to it, but he looks amped up and ready to go. Gets to a 3-2 count, and Ohtani throws the nastiest slider I have ever seen him throw. I thought it was going down the middle and Trout was going to blast it. And then all of a sudden it just breaks outside the zone. Trout can't reach it. Ball game over. Samurai Japan wins the World Baseball Classic. Man, this has to be a thing that happens every 4 years. This is next level baseball. It could be similar to the World Cup. I know baseball isn't as big as soccer is or football in comparison to the rest of the world. But I mean, I guarantee more Mexican youth are going to be playing baseball growing up because of what Mexico was able to do in this to get to the semifinal the way they did, even beating the U.S. handedly in the group stage. We know U.S. and Japan are the powerhouse in baseball. Japan, it's their country's national sport. That's all they play. High school baseball is one of the most intense sports I've ever seen in Japan. Everything's about getting to the national championship in Japan. Everything's about carrying your team to that stage. The way we look at college football and high school football here in the U.S., especially down in Texas and whatnot, that's how they play baseball over there. It's a religion to an extent. And you could see just the way they play baseball was so refined, so dedicated to the craft of playing it the right way. Having speed guys, subbing them in as pinch runners in key situations like they did against Mexico. Able to read the ball off a bat. Murakami's ball against Mexico. And yes, we thought that we would see high-powered offenses playing this game, but it was the pitching. And what the Japanese manager did was he used non-Major League Baseball pitchers. He didn't go to Ohtani or Darvish at the beginning of the game in order to get through the majority of it, because it's people that our Major League Baseball hitters haven't seen before. It's a different style of pitching. And we couldn't get accustomed to it. But that was electric. I thought I was watching Game 7 of the World Series, personally. Every single pitch mattered. Every hit, every at-bat. And you cannot tell me that people do not care about this. Look at the faces of the players themselves. They will tell you the entire story. The U.S. wanted to win this game so bad. Trey Turner had one of the best runs of his career in the World Baseball Classic. He had 5 home runs? 6 home runs? Something like that. Kyle Schwarber goes and takes Yu Darvish deep again. Just like in the NLCS, he takes him to the second deck in Miami. And you're telling me on his face he wasn't wanting to win this game? It meant everything to these players. And it's a heartbreaking loss. But you could not ask for a better situation from either side. Japan, if I would have told you that Ohtani would be pitching the bottom of the ninth closing out and you're up in the game, you would take it every day of the week. Or if you're the U.S. and you're telling me Mike Trout is up to bat with a chance to tie this game, you're taking it. It was just next level baseball. Next level baseball. And I love seeing it. I hope this grows the game of baseball so it becomes a more global affair. To see Great Britain take part, Israel, Italy. I know a lot of the players were American-based players. But you're telling me that people back in those countries won't be watching? Won't be wanting to take part? Won't be wanting to hear about their team and have that national pride? The Venezuelan the players from Venezuela or Cuba or the Dominican Republic. It's growing the game of baseball, and I think Major League Baseball did a great thing by really guaranteeing the World Baseball Classic in 2026 because this will help baseball going forward. The viewership of these games, unbelievable. And you know what? It was a pleasure watching it. Congratulations to Samurai Japan for winning the World Baseball Classic. Man, that championship game was electric.